Josiah, so first of all, on the book primer, this guy, you had great energy throughout. I thought your tempo control was pretty good. It was aggressive, especially on that roll. It was always right on top. But I did have some issues, some micro issues with your rhythms. Your triplet quarter note rhythm, that guy, it wasn't completely round. It wasn't completely even. It was kind of switching over to that like 16th note rhythm instead of just. And if you slow it down, you can kind of hear those things, and like you can kind of see your hand is a little like, it's almost like a little stuttery with that section. And then you're even doing a little baby accent on the middle note, right there. And then you play the wrong sticking here. You played the book sticking right there. That was supposed to be all right hand patatas. And the idea was you continued the right hand pulse. And then yeah. And then the other thing, you're slowing down. Like, okay, whenever you fill it in, you're slowing down that last putterta. So in general, your 9-lit interp, it's a little bit too aggressive in the beginning. Like the notes in the beginning are always just a smidge too tight, and then you open it up at the end. So it's kind of like it kind of slows down as you get through that phrase. So keep the aggression in the tempo like out here, not in the hands. Like don't attack that aggressively. You have to remember, like 9-lits are dense, but at the end of the day, they're just another form of triplets, and triplets are always like round and nice, and you should be able to hear every note there. And then for the 9-lit primer, I said the same thing. You have really good like overall tempo control. It's just micro issues with you in terms of like inconsistent rhythms and stuff. But your overall drive is really really good. Yeah, I can hear you making the right corrections. Yeah, that one was pretty solid. I wrote down the same thing as the last one. Your quarter notes, your triplet quarter notes are a little bit unstable. It's like a little bit uneven. But I did hear in this one your 9-lits are opening up a little bit more, which I think I can hear you making corrections, which is great. And then as far as the movement 1 uppers, the Zach one of the things that I noticed is that section of music. That one has a lot of like different mechanics. You have the openness of the 9s, that guy, and then you go into that tight flam section. I saw in one of the reps you had an open flam right there. They kind of like did that thing, and then you have to like switch gears from there into the triplet. So the idea the trick to this one is keeping all of those mechanics in their own little compartments. You keep it open, tight flam, and then drive those triplet quarter notes, that roll. And then you can't let that roll like bleed into anything else. What I heard in your rep was like everything was kind of bleeding into each other. All the energies were kind of bleeding into each other. So it just kind of like you like had the music on the page and you just kind of like slurred it all the way through. But that one's tough. That one requires a lot of finesse. But that's all I got, man. Keep it up. Keep it up. Josiah, I wanted to do an additional comment. Just in general, like we talked about your triplet check being a little bit unstable, and I genuinely think it's tied to the weight that you're using. So like, I'm gonna try to give you like a visual difference. So like usually when I see you play triplet quarter notes, this is how I play triplet quarter notes, and I think that sounds fine. And I'll just do a difference. I just feel like your hand is just way too weighted, and I think you're using a lot of arm. And it's like you're getting a louder sound, but I think it's a harsher sound to the drum. Like this versus this. That's all I got.